Hey you, so in this video, the healing benefits of gold. I'm going to be going over the healing benefits of gold, and hopefully at the end of this you'll be touching your gold a lot more. So we're going to be, preaching more touching of your gold, getting your gold out and touching it. So before I start this video, I'd like to say, if you haven't done so already, please do go ahead and subscribe. And also, if you touch your gold, or you know of any healing benefits of gold that have benefited you, please do let me know in the comments how that's worked out for yourself. Or if it hasn't, or you think it's all hogwash, let me also know in the comments. But talking on gold here, throughout time and history, a lot of the ancient civilizations, alongside using gold for its monetary purposes, it's also played a massive role for its healing benefits. Many of the ancient people, before they had big pharma, were dealing with a lot of the healing properties of gemstones and minerals, and that's definitely going to be gold. It's played a massive role. You have ores, crystals have also played a massive role for releasing energies. These are things a lot of holistic healers still use to these days, but because gold's so expensive, it's not really something that they have in their arsenal no more. But you can imagine, even at the time, regardless of what time you may be referring to, I doubt it was as expensive as it is in today's terms, but it's always been a metal of worth, as we've seen it's been used in monetary purposes. So I'm holding it raw today, as you can all see, no gloves. So for all those that get a little too excited, I advocate you do the same. Go ahead and touch your gold. That's what we're talking about here today, the healing properties of gold. So I also want to put out there that on the properties and even the symptoms that it does heal and the benefits, to the best of my knowledge, there hasn't been a lot of scientific or any scientific studies associated to them. So it's just going to be the benefits that have been associated or tagged to gold throughout time that I'm going to be referring to. So a lot of this stuff could be found out yourself and via Google and anything. There's no scientific studies, but whenever you're talking holistic health, that always seems to be the case. I guess it just goes against what Big Pharma wants, and the last thing they want everybody doing is getting their gold out and touching it in naughty places. So getting onto gold, gold has been referred to as the master healer, and that's because a lot of people see gold like the sun. We all know the sun bears life and brings life. So gold is said to receive the sun's energy fantastically and transfer it to the bearer/wearer. So when we're talking about the healing benefits, that's how you're going to be receiving the benefits. It's going to be receiving a fantastic receiver of the sun's energy, and then it transfers it to the bearer or the wearer. That's what we're talking about here. I know when you're talking silver, which I will do a silver counterpart video, you have stuff like colloidal silver, which people ingest internally, but from the best of my knowledge, there has not been any gold ingestion. I know you have gold leaf and other decorative forms of gold you can eat, but when we're talking some of these major big benefits that it's been linked to, there's no consumption of the gold. You're just receiving all of the benefits through the energy, either by wearing it or, having it close to you. So, as mentioned, and now for myself, even when I hold gold, and I would say this most definitely isn't a placebo effect I'm feeling here, and hold it and touch it, and I do that sometimes, even with this piece here that's usually in the capsule. The feelings I personally get, and please do let me know if you're a holder of your gold, it may be something you've never paid attention to, but once I focus on it, I most definitely, and I've held gold coins before and had them in hand, and just automatically, just as I've been putting them away into the tubes, just being focused and drawn to look at it and just feel it internally. You can just feel it. It's hard to explain. It's different for everybody, but when I hold it and I feel it and I touch it, first feeling or sensation I get is that cool touch, and it's a metal that's going to be, but then that disappears, but then I get this soothing, warming, cooling effect, and it's most definitely there. I'm not getting crazy, and it's not hard to explain. I just feel a soothing and a cooling and a warming effect, but that could be different for everybody. You may touch it and get an electric shock, who knows, but that's definitely what I get and feel from it. So it gives me that calm, cool, soothing feeling whenever I'm touching it. So, and it's raw. Whenever I'm touching it raw, whenever it's encapsulated, I don't seem to feel that. And as we're talking gold and using it for its benefits, I will mention that you're going to want it in its purest form, 4 nines. I'm not saying 912 or even half of that is not going to give the same effect, because it's the gold that we're talking about here. But when you want something and you want to be using it for its healing benefits, you're going to want it in its purest form. So obviously 4 to 3 nines is going to be best for anyone that wants to experiment or has never done before and wants to see what I'm referring to. So you want its purest effect. But it's as mentioned, being referred to as the master healer and a fantastic mineral for purification of the physical body. So now we're going to break down some of the, ailments that it can aid in. I would say if you're somebody that suffers from stress and tension, we all do in today's world, then most definitely having some gold or holding some gold every now and then is definitely going to benefit you, because that's one problem that it is being known to, really help and aid somebody that's feeling down and stressed out. That could be exactly from what I was just referring to, just sitting there holding the metal and just feeling the vibrations kick in. People have been known to meditate and hold gold, or have it attached to them or around them in some form of way, because it brings that cool, focused feeling to somebody or anybody that's there. So that's one of the issues that it definitely benefits and helps in. Another one is people that may suffer from nervous system problems. Gold does help with the nervous system. Again, I take it you're going to have to be wearing the metal or holding it within close proximity for it to really penetrate deep down. But another issue that it does help in is the improvement of the digestion. A lot of people have bad, diets these days, and some people can get clogged up, irritable bowel disease. I know something that's really massive and getting bigger out there. So having some gold in your life may definitely help you with that. Another thing it can help you with, was being known to help people with, is arthritis. This may be massive as to why you could have seen a lot of people in the ancient times just flooded with it. And not to forget, you have cultures today in modern days, Asia for one, that really worship damn near the metal. So you'd need to ask and find out why, and you're going to also hear a lot of these benefits also tagged and associated to it. For a lot of civilizations and even countries today still do hold it in high regards, outside of it being such a precious metal for its wealth and the stature it holds in the monetary system. So another issue it's been known to really help with is skin cancer, and that one's massive there. Once again, we know the sun, represented from the sun, can aid in skin cancer. So it's interesting that gold releasing the positive energies can really help solve that problem. It does. Another issue it's been known to help from is blood disorders. So anybody suffering from any type of blood disorder can really benefit from there. Another issue that it helps with is vascular disease. So that's a massive one. I know in today's world it's becoming, once again, a much bigger problem. A lot of the problems I'm referring to are becoming bigger issues, as today's diet is just horrendous. So another issue, and this is another big one, is heart disease. A silent killer, damn near, not, I think, first or second, top of one of the cancers. So, if you're suffering from any type of heart problems, maybe sitting down every now and then for a couple of hours, whether it's a 1/10 ounce or a 1/20 ounce. I doubt size has got anything to do with this. I'm just showing this larger size here for the camera. You can really benefit from, the positive vibrations there if you're suffering from any type of heart disease, any type of heart problems. Another one that's at the top of the list now, just because of the way we are today, with a lot of people eyes fixated on screens, especially kids, is eye problems. So, it's been known to really help individuals with eye problems. People, what is it? They put the cucumbers on their eyes to remove the bags and stuff like that. But maybe something you could do if you are suffering from any type of eye problems is get a couple of 1/20 ounce of gold coins, 1/10 ounce, lay yourself down and put a couple of gold coins on the eyelids, for a couple of minutes, and maybe that may work wonders. But it's definitely something that you can do or put out there, as I mentioned, eye problems are going to only get worse. People staring at screens more and more and longer these days, I can only see something like that getting worse. So another problem that it's been known to help and cure is paralysis. Apparently it's been linked and associated with aiding and really fixing that. Paralysis and arthritis is high on the list. So, I don't know how that would really work, but it's definitely out there, and one of the benefits of, touching and holding your gold. Another problem that's also been linked and helped is spinal problems. So a lot of people are having spinal problems today just through slouching and however their posture's all wrong. But, if you've got gold in your life, it can most definitely help you here. So I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. But I would say, I'm going to channel my inner Barry White here. When you're all alone and no one's home and it's that time, and I'm sure you all know what time I'm referring to, when it's time to do you and treat yourself better than anybody else, when it's time to do you, get your relaxing music on and, get it out. I would advocate really getting your gold out more often and touching it. Shout out to Silver New Jack. He's always telling you to look at him. I'm saying touch it, caress it. Love serenade your metals, love serenade your gold. Touch it in all the wrong places. And hey, don't worry if yours is not as big as mine. We all come in different shapes and sizes. Work with what you've got. Be loud and proud. Right now, I can feel that warm gushy feeling kicking in right now. Get your metals out, get your gold out, and touch it. Touch it in all the wrong places and let me know what it does for you, because, we're all about warm, positive, happy feelings running straight through us. So, hey, all of it, guys. It'd be fantastic to know what you think of this video. Please do go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the rebound.